Hey everyone, Craven at your service. We're continuing on with episode 4. Let's see where we left off at. Episode 3, we got our miners going, gaining us rep. We're sitting at that dock where we needed our 3 antimatter cells, which we got on our ship. We're ready to do the mission to get our headquarters, base, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Now, I did kind of cheat a little bit. I couldn't do any recording for about 2-3 hours, so I let the game run. So if you look at the upper left hand corner, if you follow my mouse, I'm at 6.5 million credits, so that's pretty good. We needed those ships to make us some money, and that's what I told you to do. It also gained us rep. We'll look at the reputation in a little while. Let's get our headquarters first. We are gonna leave our Pegasus Sentinel here. We're docked, if you remember on last episode. If you're following along and doing what I'm doing, here's our Elite Vanguard. That's what we're in now. It's a lighter color green, and a darker color green is our Pegasus Sentinel, and that's a scout. Now we know we're gonna lose this ship, so we're gonna leave this ship here. We'll get it later. I'll have it join my squad further down the road, but for now we're gonna head out on our Elite Vanguard and start this mission for our headquarters. And without further ado, let's get going. Let's undock here. Just to make sure I am doing this mission, if it's active or not. Hold on, let me see. We're gonna go under Mission Manager. Scientific expedition. We're gonna, hold on, set to active. Let me see where it wants me to go. Let me go out further here. I think we got to go back up to Argon Prime. Oh yeah, that's right. So if we go back to Mission Manager, we click on the mission, we have to pick up the interface unit. Alright, so let's go do that. I should have been parked up there before starting out, but that's okay. You guys can follow me along. Follow along with me. All right, let's get on this highway here.
Entering system. True sight.
And actually, I think I got 2 nav beacons on here. You're gonna want 2. I'll explain that once we get to that part of the mission.
Entering system. Second contact.
Which will happen in a few minutes.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Coming up on our destination. Our wharf is up on the left. Okay, let's get up off this highway here. So this should be the last time you're going to do a manual dock. We could have upgraded it and got the automatic docking on here, but I'm not spending a penny on this ship. Let's get on in here.
Docking granted.
You tried to make Joe
Okay, let's line ourselves up. That circle in the center of that circle. And move over. And now we're in the green. There we go.
You tried to make joke?
Successfully docked.
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
Hello.
Okay, so we got to follow the yellow line and grab that package. Let's follow that yellow line. Yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Alright, standard docking bay. Let's go there. Where is he going to have me running to? Oh, the package is right down here at the door. That's pretty convenient. Alright, let's take it. Feeling like we're doing some bad
Very
dealings
good.
here.
I see you have found the device. This will allow me to monitor your activity and perform experiments remotely. Please keep it safe.
Yeah, we got the package,
Right.
man.
It seems your pulse is elevated. You must be very excited to take part in this expedition. I'm glad. So, shall we begin? I will attempt to direct you in the best way possible. Please be patient with me.
Okay, so he says undock. Right there, you got it yellow there. So we're going to undock from here. Feels like I've done this like 100 times already. Alright, you can get out of my chair, please. You lizard-looking green thing.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Alright. No, this is the second part of the mission. There's 4 parts, so we're doing good.
I don't expect you've spoken with too many Boron before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Bozo Tar, and it is a pleasure. I do wish it were in person, but my current situation is quite precarious. You must be quite curious on what a lonely old Boron is trying to achieve. There are still so many mysteries and unanswered questions. Are spaceflies sentient? Where are the lost Boron systems? Is faster than light telepathy possible? It is our task to push the physics of this universe to the breaking point and see if it answers any of those questions. My current employers only seem happy when my research results in novel weapon modifications. Very curious people, those Split. I do hope they move me to a new tank soon. My tentacles grow weak.
What the hell did he say his name was again?
I do wonder how my homeworld is faring. It has been such a long time since we have had news of it.
Man, he talks more than my mother-in-law. Okay, hold on a second. That was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. All right, 128 clicks out. Let's shift F1. Use a travel drive. We'll get there. If you look on the map, it's probably going to... Yep, it's a big circle. He wants you somewhere in this vicinity. There's going to be a wormhole here, and that's what's going to happen. You got to go through it, but you definitely want to lay down your nav beacon here. And on the other end of it, you're going to want to lay down a nav beacon again, and I'll explain that later. You don't have to. It's not required for this quest or mission, whatever you want to call it. But you'll want to do it. So I'm pretty certain we have 2, and that's going to be good enough. Oh, and the captain of this ship, he's going to have a really bad day coming up soon. I'm sorry, buddy, there's just not an extra spacesuit for you. Yes, because we are going to lose this ship. 20 kilometers. Oh, it's taking forever. This ship is dog slow.
An anomaly. Could you please try using the long-range scanner to search for an anomaly in this vicinity?
Okay, if you look at my cursor, you can see the anomaly right here. But if you do what he asked, go Shift F3 or Shift 3, because I am on computer, and then hold down your R button. You guys know this by now, if you've been following my episodes. And that'll pop blue.
Aha!
Okay.
There it is. If reports are to be believed, these anomalies are tears which may lead to other areas of space, much like the jump gates. I suggest you mark the location of the anomaly on your map.
Okay, so he's...
how adventurous do you feel today?
Very.
Thanks to my research, I do have a fair idea of where you may end up.
So do I.
Of course, the quickest way to confirm my theory is to put it into practice.
We're just going to slowly approach this. I'm not going to put the travel drive on. There's no point. Even at a lousy 180 ms, that's why this ship can definitely take a hike, because you'll never buy one of these again. There's no point. I mean, unless you want to, you know, I don't know, experiment and do stuff with it that I've never thought of, but no, I would never waste my money on this. Now, even though I'm at my full thrust without the travel drive, you're not going to be able to go into this because it does kind of push you away. Let me stop here. This is close enough for the nav beacon. Let's deploy that right now. See, it's pushing me backwards. Okay, now we got to fly into this anomaly. And I'm just going to thrust on through it. I'll try to drive through it without it thrusting, but... no, it's just not going to let me. I got to boost. Alright, so let me boost this.
Entering system. Grand exchange.
Can you hear me? It took a moment to realign the frequency.
Yeah, I can hear you. Don't shut
It's
up.
just as I thought. You have made it through the anomaly and emerged in a distant region. Your location is actually of great interest to me. Over the years, I have managed to pull sensor logs from passing ships to help further my work. I highlighted this as a prime location for my research, should I ever get the chance. While the previous anomaly is interesting, my findings point to something else here, which I expect will lead to a groundbreaking discovery. Allow me to guide you to a particular area.
Okay, I got a little too close, but I'm going to drop my other nav beacon here. You're going to want to do that, even though the mission doesn't require it, because that will stay there. That's not going anywhere. That'll be there throughout your entire game. And it also takes you to different places. I don't want to ruin it for you, but it does. It's not like a set thing. I go from Argon Prime to Grand Exchange, and let's see where we're at on the map. I'll show you. So we went from Argon Prime, 4 sectors, all the way over here. Now I'm going to fly to this area.
Empty space.
Okay, we'll use the travel drive now. And shift 1. You know, I was going to drop you guys as soon as we got to base, because, well, since I had to do episode 3 and this episode over again, I'm not going to do that. I don't think that's fair. I want to get you started on your teleportation, and then from there you're on your own. But that's still going to be quite a few steps yet.
I am currently evaluating what equipment we will need to make the most of this location. Space here is wounded, with a scar in its fabric which seems to have healed multiple times. There is no record of any abnormal activity at these sites. To everyone else, this is simply an empty area of space.
Yeah, like my wife says, between my ears, that's pretty empty.
I have detected multiple scars in space, which continue to spew a multitude of particles and radiation. In a bustling sector such as this, it would only be seen as background noise. However, some of the noise seems to have artificial form. We We are going to tear this scar wide open and peer inside. Of course, the universe is a fickle thing. One miscalculation, and we may well destroy the whole system. Ha! Such stakes make this all the more exciting. Before we get started, allow me to reimburse you for your help so far. I do hope the Split don't mind me using their credit account to help fund our venture.
Man, only 25,000 credits? Well, that is a fickle thing, isn't it?
Now, the experiment. You will first need to place a satellite around this area in order for us to better understand its nature and how best to provoke the anomaly. I suggest you also deploy a resource probe so that we can see how the anomaly has affected the local environment. You should be able to acquire these deployable items from stations which offer upgrades.
Alright, let's
I know of
deploy
such a
the
station near
satellite.
your location. I will add the information to your map.
Okay, satellite's deployed.
The placement must be precise.
Did I do it wrong? Deploy satellite. I did do it wrong. Man, anything to make it complicated. Okay, if you drop a satellite and you want to pick it back up again, you're going to left click on it,
Satellite.
right click on it, and then deactivate satellite, and this will come right, once you get close to it, it'll go right back into your bay. Deploy satellite, but you're not giving me a location anymore. Did I screw this mission up? Do I have to start over again? Really? Let's try to deploy it here. Excuse me, and see what happens. Hopefully it takes.
Good work.
Yes.
I'm receiving a much clearer signal from the tear. Almost immediately, I can see that there are far more gravimetric shears here compared to any other anomaly ever documented. That indicates mass. But of what? This shows some similarities with a jump gate event horizon. But there is something else. Could it be a temporal distortion? Perhaps dimensional? Very interesting. Would you please deploy a resource probe in this specified area? I'm curious of this environment.
Okay, now we're going to do the resource probe. We're going to have to soon call our other ship to get here. Okay, we're close enough. Deploy resource probe.
You will now be able to see the yields of the resources in the area, should you wish to extract them. As for our research, it seems that nearby objects are covered in exotic particles, possibly spewed from the anomaly. I hate to be a bother, but I have an idea on how to proceed. We will need a ship to be flown to a very precise location near the anomaly. If we fit the ship with the right equipment, we may be able to open the tear wider and have a better idea of what is on the other side.
Okay, let's...
This will likely end up in the ship's destruction, so I will help cover the expenses of acquiring a new ship for the task.
We're going to fly to this location. We're going to call our other ship.
Be sure that the ship is evacuated. It is far too early in this experiment for needless casualties.
Okay, from this point, we got to go to map. And we got to call our other ship. We're going to left click on him, right click, and we're going to go to comm. And we're going to ask him to join my squad. It won't take him long to get here. We'll keep an eye on him now. There he is. He's undocking. Now, again, there's no time limit. As long as nothing comes after me where I'm parked at, we're good. And nothing comes after my scout ship we're good. I'm hoping that won't happen. Otherwise, I'm going to have to re-record episode 4. Maybe this weekend I'm going to have to look at some videos and just to see if I can edit them, because I haven't gotten to that point yet. I really don't want to edit. Screw it. Who cares, you know? If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. All right, he's following along. Look at, he's knowing new sectors. Oh, look at that. Great. Loving it. I wish I made the names a little better. I'm not, half these names in here I can't even pronounce. Pios. Is that right? I'm probably not saying that right. Pios. Piss Miss 2. There we go. Piss Miss 2. That's fine by me. Dun, dun, dun. Come on now. You're almost there. I think it's your next jump. Once we do get the base, that'll be the end of this episode, and then we'll continue from there on episode 5. That's awesome. Episode 5. We can continue. Episode 5. All right, come to Papa. Come to Papa. Don't slow down now. This stuff does happen in the game. I don't know why. Oh, now he's speeding back up again. Now he's slowing back down. But we do have to wait for him. I can't do it without my other ship. Come on.
Should we ever get to meet face to face, I do hope you can bring me some fresh bofu. The nuggets the split give me are more stale than their humor.
Well, I guess I'm hoping bofu is better than tofu. All right, let's see if I can speed him up. Actually, he's moving along pretty good now. If this were the Vanguard flying to me, it would take forever. And that's what we're in right now. Obviously, it doesn't have the travel drive on. Well, that's what you get when you don't have a pilot that doesn't even have 1 star. You know what? We can continue while we're waiting for him to get to me. I'm going to go back to the ship here. Well, I'm already in the ship. And I'm going to get up.
Elite.
Now I
Vanguard.
gotta make sure his orders are hold position. Yeah, what's up, you green thing? Alright, we're gonna talk to you. Can I help? Gonna go to more. Gonna show ship details. Behavior. Oh, it is dock and wait. We don't want that. We need to have that to hold position. Confirm. And executing. Okay, so he's gonna stay there. My Pegasus Sentinel stopped. Man, come on, dude. Let me put a reorder out here. I am going to... Okay, he's starting to move again. Good. Buddy, I got some bad news for you. You're gonna have to sacrifice yourself for the headquarters. I'm just sorry. Alright, so listen, I'm bailing. I'm out of here. The ship's gonna blow. I'm abandoning ship. Hasta la vista. Alright, let's get in the transporter and use a spacesuit.
Very good. We seem to be ready for the initial test. I would advise that you clear the area, as there are a number of unknowns.
Okay, I am not going to try to spacesuit
Empty space.
7.1 kilometers. I'm waiting for my ship to get here. Let me put this on stop. Let me see where he's at on the map. He's coming. I hear him. Oh yeah, hopefully he didn't run me over. Where you at? Where you at, man? Ah, there you are.
Pegasus Sentinel.
Alright, let's thrust over to him. F2 and F2 again, and you'd be able to scroll around your... I thought he was always just in a spacesuit. I never did this with the spacesuit. I do it with my ships, you know, the external view and whatnot, but he's actually sitting on a chair. That's kind of cool. Alright. Just hanging out in space here. You rotate. Whee! Alright. Let's back to F1. We'll bring you back to your normal view. Let's continue thrusting. Shift D is, you know, asking for dock permission, and then Shift D again will cancel dock permission, so you know. Shift D.
Docking granted.
Okay, so I gotta... We're getting close. Ah, we're in our ship. Use.
Hello.
Hello. Well, you got a deep voice. Alright. Use. Alright, let's get over to this location because there's going to be a big explosion coming up.
Empty space.
I have successfully interfaced with the ship.
Let's turn
I
around
am
and look.
increasing the output of the power plant while reducing the shielding of the antimatter containers to see if that affects the anomaly. Wonderful! We are getting a reaction. The ship is beginning to show strain, but I will continue to push it further. Keep your distance. The tear is expanding. It's about to reach the ship. The antimatter will most likely detonate.
Thanks for the sacrifice there, you green lizard, buddy. Oh, and he's off to the next adventure. Oh, look, and there's our station. Now, it does this all the time. Trust me, your station's
What is
here.
this?
And I'll show you.
Some large artificial structure. So this is what was on the other side of the tear. It does seem that our investigation has led to some potentially groundbreaking discovery. Now, my friend, this is where we must proceed with both haste and caution. While I admit, tearing through space-time with an antimatter explosion was far from restrained, we now have something in front of us of untold scientific value. We would be fools to continue carelessly. For the benefit of the universe, let us hurry and claim our prize before someone can beat us to it. I'll be damned if some passing Taladi junk dealer decides to break it down for spare parts, or worse yet, the Ministry of Finance Science Division. I will begin to interface with the structure remotely. Do you mind flying around it so I can make some additional readings? Let's start over here.
Yay, he's finally shut up. And that is your headquarters. Pretty cool.
Unknown station.
These markings are not quite as alien as I would have expected from such an object. Could this be a top-secret installation? Oh my. I do hope we haven't hijacked some distant Terran station.
Now he's just going to have me fly around in different points on this. Once that's done, we're going to end this episode and continue on to the next. And I'll show you what you guys need to do.
It does seem somewhat unfinished, and the materials it is constructed of are quite strange. Even the computer pathways I am navigating are unconventional.
And he will tell you the next step as far as getting this base started and getting it up and running. Let's move over here, see what he says next. He's going to probably ask us to build a dock, if I remember correctly. You have to. Did I overshoot this? Come on, man. Alright, let me go in slower.
I cannot yet ascertain the function of this asteroid-like mass in regards to the rest of the station. Given these readings, it may well be a power source. How interesting. Wonderful. You see? The station is now under our control. We have access to much of its systems, although some are so alien, I will need to take the time to investigate them further. There appear to be connection points for additional station modules, and they do seem to conform to our standards. If we wish to physically interface with the station without damaging it, I suggest constructing an area to land. Oh, it appears I must go. My split employers are approaching, and they do sound agitated. I will be in touch when I am able. As I have said, see if you are able to merge their technology with our own by building a dock. Take care, my friend.
Alright, so that's the end of this episode. You have your headquarters now, your base, and whatnot. So the next episode will continue from there. I'll show you what to do. You're only going to need a few modules, and now that I'm up to at least 6 million, you might want to let your game run for an hour or two, sit it off, from episode 3. That's fine, because you're going to need a little money to get your modules. They're not that expensive, actually, just to start out. You just want to start out so you can get your research started, and I'll explain that in episode 5. So that's it for now. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Hey, do me a favor, man. Please, please, please hit like, hit subscribe would be great. It'll help grow this channel, and I really do want this channel to grow. It would be much appreciated. So that's it for this episode. I'll see you on the next one. We'll be putting that on actually in a few hours. So right now, Craven out.